What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the Karl Anthony Towns build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This is a super good all around 7'1" center build. It has amazing finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and physicals, and it's also really fun to play on. But before we get into that, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all are not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that sub button. Only about 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel. So if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. But with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want to make sure your position is a center. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings for this build, first off for the height right here, you do want to move this up 1 inch to 7'1". This does move some of your attributes down, but don't worry about that too much. The obvious advantage of moving up your height is you have extra height over people, and considering that most big man builds in this game are only 6'9", or some are even lower, some are 6'8", 6'7", you are going to have a significant height advantage over basically every other big man build in this game. So that's really good. Help you get rebounds at the rim, help you finish over people, help you shoot over people. Really good. 7'1", perfect height for this build. Then you want to go down to the weight right here. You just want to move this down a few pounds to 248 right there. This moves your speed up by 2, and it doesn't really lower anything too much. It does lower your strength a little bit, but don't worry about that. That is going to go back up just a little bit as we go through the wingspan, but nothing else really changes too much from the weight. Just bringing it down those few extra pounds to get the extra speed is perfect. That's all you need to do. Then you can go down to the wingspan right here. For the wingspan, you just want to move this down 1 inch to 7'4", and that moves up your 3-pointer, mid-range, ball handle, and your strength. And the only thing that it moves down is your driving dunk by 1, so super good right there. At a 7'4" wingspan, that is the perfect spot. That's exactly where you want to be. If you bring it any lower, you start to lose rebound. You don't want that. 7'4", perfect wingspan spot right there. Then for the body shape, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way. It won't change the attributes. It won't change the badges. All it does is change how the build looks. So you can really choose whichever body shape you want. For me, I'll probably just take solid because I think it's the most similar to Karl Anthony Towns. But again, you can choose whichever one you like the look of the most. Then click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution right here, first off for the finishing, you just want to go ahead and move your driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and post control all up to max, and that will give you 14 finishing badges. And as you can see, you can get literally every single good finishing badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And some of these badges that only show as gold right now will actually be able to get all the way up to Hall of Fame as you get above 95 overall. And I'll show you at the end of the video if you stick around to see which badges will go up from gold to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall when I show you how to put on the badges for this build. But this is more than enough finishing, amazing driving stats, amazing inside stats. You don't upgrade the close shot on this build just because it eats up so many attributes and it doesn't give too many badges, so not really too important right there. You can skip that. You'll be able to be a good inside out scorer without upgrading your close shot. So this is how you want to set up the finishing. Great finishing. Then you can go down to the shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, 3-pointer, and then put your free throw all the way up right here to an 85, and this will give you 21 shooting badges. And as you can see, you can get almost all of the good shooting badges onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And again, some of those badges that show as gold will be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95, so keep that in mind. Great shooting build right here with 21 shooting badges. You're going to be a lights out shooter for sure. And at 7'1", people probably won't even expect you to be able to shoot the way that you're going to be shooting on this build, so that's perfect right there. Just upgrade your shooting just like this. Then you can go down to the playmaking. First off, for the playmaking, you want to bring your pass accuracy up to a 67. And then you want to max out both your ball handle and your speed with ball, and that will give you 5 playmaking badges, which is enough. Obviously that's not a ton of playmaking badges, but I will show you how to put on the badges at the end of the video, and you'll see that will be the perfect amount of playmaking badges for this build. That'll be all you need. And your pass accuracy, more than high enough. I have a build with a 25 pass accuracy, and I have no problem making passes, so a 67, that'll be more than enough. So just set up your playmaking just like this and you'll be good. Then you can go down to the defense right here. First off, for the defense, you want to move your interior defense up to a 75, and then you can go down to your perimeter, max that out, steal, max that out, block, max that out, and then also max out your defensive rebound, which will bring up your offensive rebound to a 70 and give you 15 defense badges, which is more than enough. And again, just like the other categories, you have basically the option to get every single good defense badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame, and some of those gold badges again will go up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall. so your defense will be more than good enough just like this. You should honestly be able to guard every position, maybe not super fast short point guards, but if you're guarding like a 6'7" guard or a 6'8" guard with the 55 perimeter defense, you should have no problem doing that. So really good defense right here. Just like that, you can go ahead and go down to your physicals now and max out your speed, acceleration, strength, and stamina just like that, and that will give you the final attributes for this build right here, which are honestly really good all around. The only single attribute category that's not upgraded at least a little bit is your close shot, and that's really not too important. Like I said, it will eat up a ton of attributes, and if you put attributes into close shot, you wouldn't be able to max out nearly all of these other ones. You'd have to give up a ton of badges in other categories, so this is good right here. You're really going to be good all around. You have a really good all around badge setup, really good all around attributes, and you're going to be good. I promise you, once you have your attributes set up like this, you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover right here, you have the option between the sharpshooter, rim protector, glass cleaner, and post scorer takeovers. And it's a really personal preference which one you go with. You can take whichever one fits your playstyle the best. For me, I'll probably take a glass cleaner one as my primary. I'll probably take See the Future, and then as my secondary, I'll take Limitless Range. But again, you can choose whichever ones fit your playstyle the best. It's really personal preference. Then go ahead and say continue. Now, as you can see right here, boom, stretch glass cleaner, shades of Hakeem Olajuwon, Kristaps Porzingis, and Joel Embiid, but in my opinion, this build really does play a lot like Karl Anthony Towns, so that's who I compare it to, but these other comparisons are good as well. Now, like I said, I will take a quick second and show you how to put on the badges for this build. I recommend stick around for this. It'll only take a second. Hopefully it'll help you make the build as good as possible, and it will also show you which badges that showed as gold on the previous screen will actually be able to get up to Hall of Fame. So yeah, these are the final attributes right here as well, but first off, for the finishing badges right here, you're just going to want to go ahead and get Posterizer all the way up to Hall of Fame. Then you're going to want to go ahead and get Slithery onto gold. If you took a post scorer takeover, you may want to get Heat Seeker up next. I didn't, so I'm not going to invest into that. Instead, I'm going to get Lob City Finisher all the way up to Hall of Fame. And then with my last few badges right here, I'm going to go ahead and get Putback Boss onto bronze, Rise Up onto bronze, and Fearless Finisher onto bronze, just like that. This is going to be the best way to set up the finishing badges for me and my playstyle with this build. It might be a little bit different for you, but this is a pretty good all-around way to set up the finishing badges. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the shooting badges right here, unfortunately you don't get deep threes on this build, but it's really not too big of a deal. You'll just have to shoot at the line. So instead of that, you're going to want to upgrade Deadeye all the way up to gold, Hot Zone Hunter all the way up to gold. If you took a shooting takeover like me, you're going to want Hot Shot all the way up to gold, Blinders all the way up to gold, Catch and Shoot all the way up to gold. Then you're going to want to get Fade Ace onto Hall of Fame so that you can shoot post fadeaways, since your height will be a huge advantage in shooting post fadeaways. And then with these last two badges right here, you can either put them into Volume Shooter or Corner Specialist, depends on your playstyle. I'll probably just put them into Corner Specialist, but if you shoot a lot and you don't shoot a lot in the corner, you can invest in Volume Shooter instead. But for me, this is the best way to set up these shooting badges. Again, you're going to be a lights out shooter with these badges. You're going to be an amazing shooter. Don't worry about it. You really don't need deep threes. You really don't need any higher of a 3-point rating or mid-range rating. You'll definitely be good enough with the attributes that you have and these badges, so just go ahead and say yes. Now for the playmaking badges right here, first off, I'm going to go ahead and get Unpluckable onto silver. That's really all you're going to need it onto. You'll be good enough like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and get Needle Threader onto bronze, Bullet Passer onto bronze, and Dimer onto bronze, just like that. This is the best way to set up the playmaking badges in my opinion. Obviously a little bit of personal preference. Maybe you want Break Starter or Bailout onto bronze, or maybe you'd rather have Floor General over Dimer, or maybe if you throw a lot of flashy passes, Special Delivery might be the badge for you. But for me, this is the best way to set up the playmaking badges, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Now for the defense badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Brick Wall if you're planning on setting a lot of screens. I'm not, so I'm not going to invest into that. Instead, I'm going to start off with Hot Stopper. If you didn't take a defensive takeover, you're not going to need Hot Stopper, but I did. I took a rebounding takeover, so I'm going to get Hot Stopper all the way up to Hall of Fame. Then I'm going to go ahead and get Intimidator all the way up to Hall of Fame, Chase Down Artist onto bronze, Rim Protector onto gold, and Rebound Chaser onto gold as well, just like that. This is the best way to set up the defense badges in my opinion. You're going to be a super good defender. You could also bring down Chase Down and just get Rebound Chaser up to Hall of Fame like that, but in my opinion, Rebound Chaser on gold is good enough, so I'd rather have Chase Down onto bronze to go along with that. But there is some personal preference here. Another few good badges would be Brick Wall, Heart Crusher, Worm, Box, Pogo Stick. Those are all decent badges. But the really necessity ones that you're going to need are these ones right here. And once you have these ones, you'll be good enough on defense. You'll for sure be a good defender. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm it just like that. And there you guys go. That's how you build the best Karl Anthony Towns build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel. So if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. And I also stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description below. Make sure you go follow me over there. But anyways, that's going to be it. All right. Peace.